Most of us don't realize we're living on a scoreboard until it starts running our emotions. In this video, you'll learn why outcome fixation creates suffering, how it pulls you out of the present moment, and what it actually means to let go of the outcome without letting go of excellence. I want to talk about attachment. Now, not attachment theory, not labels, not styles. I want to talk about what happens when the outcome becomes everything, when results stop being information and start becoming identity. And most people don't realize how tightly they're gripping the outcome. That is until it slips, until the promotion doesn't come, until the relationship doesn't work, until the launch underperforms, until the number doesn't move. And suddenly, your nervous system is on fire. Now, this isn't because the result doesn't matter, but because what the result means feels unbearable to us. Outcome fixation doesn't come from ambition. It comes from anxiety. It comes from the belief, often unconscious, that your safety, your worth, your future depends on how this turns out. So you watch the scoreboard, you refresh the page, you replay the conversation, you run the scenario again in your head. You're trying to control something that was never fully in your control. And that, my friend, is exhausting. Here's the quiet truth. Attachment to the outcome is usually a substitute for trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust in time. When trust is missing, you grip, you tighten, because letting go doesn't feel peaceful. It feels reckless. A lot of people confuse detachment with not caring, but that's not what this is about. This is about caring without collapsing, caring without losing yourself, caring without turning every result into a verdict on who you are. So if we were to slow this down, think about the last time you were deeply attached to an outcome. Notice your body. Was there tension, urgency, restlessness? Were you present or were you preoccupied? Outcome fixation pulls you out of the moment. You're no longer there. You're already in the future, trying to make sure it goes right. Now, there's something important here. The mind loves outcomes because they feel concrete, but the nervous system doesn't regulate through results. It regulates through safety. And no amount of success can give you what safety was supposed to provide. So when someone says, once this works, I'll relax, or once I get there, I'll be okay, or once I prove it, I'll feel secure, they're not chasing success. They're chasing relief. And relief doesn't come from outcomes. It comes from self-trust. Attachment becomes suffering when the outcome decides your emotional state. Good result, you're up. Bad result, you're down. A neutral result, well, you're restless. That's not resilience. That's living on a scoreboard. There's a cruel irony here. The more attached you are to the outcome, the less effective you become, because anxiety narrows perception. It tightens creativity, reduces presence. You stop responding to what's happening and start forcing what you want to happen. And this is often where burnout begins. It's not from doing too much, but from carrying too much meaning. Every effort loaded with expectation, every action carrying the weight of your future, no room to breathe, no room to learn, no room to fail. Letting go of the outcome doesn't mean you stop aiming. It means you stop sacrificing your nervous system on the altar of results. It means you shift from control to participation, from proving to practicing, from gripping to engaging. This is hard work, especially if your worth is tied to achievement, especially if love follows success, especially if failure once costs you connection. Your system learned, get it right or lose something. So of course, you're attached, but here is the reframe. The work isn't to stop caring about the results. It's to stop outsourcing your worth to them, to say, I can want this without becoming it. I can try without disappearing if it fails. I can give my best without demanding a guarantee. That's emotional maturity. That's freedom. When you loosen your grip on the outcome, something unexpected happens. You become more present, more responsive, more creative. You start noticing information instead of judging performances. You adapt instead of panic. You stay in relationship with yourself, even when things don't go your way. This doesn't mean life stops hurting. It means suffering stops compounding. Pain, it becomes pain, not pain plus self-judgment, not pain plus identity collapse, just pain, moving through. If you're listening and realizing, wow, I'm exhausted from trying to control what happens. I'm tired of my mood living at the mercy of results. I want success without losing myself. Well, that tells me something important. Tells me you're ready for a different relationship with effort, one rooted in trust, not fear. And this is the kind of work I do inside Ryan Watts Life Coaching. I help people uncouple worth from outcome, helping them stay grounded while still aiming high, helping them build internal safety so results stop running the show. And if access has ever been the barrier, if cost has been the thing that kept you from getting support, I want you to apply for the Ryan Watts Life Coaching Scholarship. This is for people who are done living on the scoreboard, who want ambition without anxiety, progress without having to abandon yourself. You don't need certainty. You don't need confidence. You just need willingness. The link is below. And before you go, I want you to sit with this question. What am I afraid would happen if I stopped gripping the outcome? Sometimes that answer alone could change everything. All the best.